David, what do we got? Talk to me.
Here it is, fellas. I'm going to hopefully make your day with this story here. What is not the controversy from the Super Bowl, but the one play that you wanted outlawed from the NFL after the Super Bowl?
100% the stupid allowing to push the pile in quarterback sneak situation.
Rugby sneak.
It is set to be discussed at length during the competition committee.
Yes.
But before that, the Eagles defended it. Quote from the GM, all I know is everything we're doing is legal and it works.
Oh, I have no problem. Howie Roseman and the Eagles have every right to say,
it's legal.
Don't be mad at us because we're good at it.
Right.
I'm just telling you, it's happy horse bleep from a football principle standpoint. The defense cannot, let me repeat, cannot stop that unless the offense does something ridiculous. You can't stop 700 pounds of people pushing the QB. They don't blow the whistle. What's the defense's a course of action? Nothing. You got to get that rule out of there.
No, because I forgot which chief, but he jumped. He timed
Chris
the snap.
Jones.
Yeah, Chris Jones timed it perfectly.
Didn't matter.
And then he was crowd surfing.
500 pounds of people went, wow, that guy went by real quick. All right, let's get back to work. Get it out.
And while we're at it, talking about the competition committee and rules, according to Judy Batista of NFL.com, there's one team that's proposed making roughing the passer penalties reviewable. They haven't said which team yet, but the committee reportedly already reviewed 80 roughing the passer penalties and only found 3 that deemed potentially questionable. Should they make this review? 3 out of 80. That's what the report says.
I could tell you one that almost represented me running through my own wall in the Giants-Vikings playoff game. When that Dexter Lawrence roughing call happened, I went, we're going to lose on this. I'm going to kill someone.
I forgot who the Niners were playing. Bosa had 3 in the game where he just got to the point where he looked at the ref like, seriously?
Yeah. Here's what I'd say. I've had
3?
enough. I've had enough of reviews. I want to live in the moment. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes. They got to stop with the reviews.
But see that 3? That's insulting. That's saying
80. They looked at 80.
Right. You guys think you know it. We really – there was only 3.
All right. What's more insulting, Rico? What David just said that the league said about 3 would only justify the review, or Roger Goodell's statement about officiating, quote, officiating in the NFL has never been better.
You know what? All I'll say is, to put it nicely, it just feels like yellow rain.
Move along quickly. That's a type of sulfur acid rain. Let's just keep it moving.
Sports Illustrated, Albert Breer reported that in the events of Rodgers being traded, they're unlikely to get a first-round pick in return.
Agree totally.
Spoke to a GM and said it only takes one, of course, but I've talked to a couple teams who think because of Rodgers' haul of nearly $60 million this year,
there it is.
They won't get a first-round pick.
No, and he's too long in the tooth. I'm sorry.
I think by the end of the year, Rico's nailed this. They turned him into a game manager. They were hammering the football. And in his last 2 home playoff games, they haven't scored. They scored 7. They've been pathetic. Listen, I take the guy. $60 million, 38 years old now. Oh, also, total weirdo. Oh, I'm not giving you a first-round pick for that. Does that about cover it?
Yeah.
So it's been reported that the Bears are considering moving number 1, but according to their GM, they may do this before free agency starts.
I agree totally.
Saying that it helps them in scenarios of what they want to do in free agency. So you agree?
Agree totally.
Smart.
Because it's what I say to Rico and Lions fans is this is out of order. All fans want to do is talk draft when you should be talking free agency. Well, if I'm a GM and I know now I have all these extra picks from moving that pick, I can more effectively scout what I'm doing, but I can go into free agency with a clearer picture. Ryan Poles is sharp. To me, I'm with it. Do you think that's crazy?
No, I think
get the bidding war, get Kevin Costner on the phone.
No, as I said before, the Bears understood the assignment.
Yeah.
You put it out there that, but I may not be in love with Justin Fields. Oh, well, hey, we're interested in. Hey, how about this? Make me the pick now. and you don't have to worry about bargaining and coming up with like trying to get outbid.
Right.
Make me a real offer right here, right now. Pick's yours.
You know the other thing? If I'm the Bears, all I want to do is take Pete Skoronski. I want to move down. I want to get Skoronski. I want to play him at left tackle for the next decade. All right? I want to start running the football. And then I use every other pick in the draft on defense. I got all this cap room. I get a couple of dogs, veterans on defense and free agency. I know Will Anderson, Jalen Carter. If I'm the Bears, I'm looking at it the other way. I'm going to get my quarterback killed.
And Skoronski's right in their backyard. They know, seen plenty of them.
And he's the most NFL-ready offensive lineman in the deal.
Or maybe you convince the Texans to swap up to one, and you take their second pick and their 12th pick.
So you've mentioned crazy. Both of you have mentioned the word crazy. I want to know if I'm crazy here.
Yes.
Bucs GM Jason Light said Tom Brady has his mind set on staying retired. I'm a little confused here because why do you have to tell us this if we already know he's retired? So is it irrational of me to think that he's returning
No.
and unretiring soon?
No, because he was like a boxer where he retired, but then he came back. So now you'll
But he
always
filled out the
think,
paperwork this time.
right. So
That's why
now
I'm
you're
not
always going to
listening.
be skeptical. But when is Brady going to come
Don't
back?
tell me he says his mind set up. We already knew this.
Because David, people are still going to ask, but are you really retired? But like retired, like not coming back again.
Retire. The ultimate form of
Right.
retirement.
So here's what I love that I'm able to do with this football today, because we always talk quarterbacks, but I want to end it talking wide receivers. The GM, or the team executive rather, for the Bengals, Duke Tobin, refuted the notion that the team could be interested in shopping T. Higgins.
Oh,
Quote,
yeah, he was pissed.
if they want a receiver, go find your own, he says. In my opinion, T. Higgins is a good piece for the Cincinnati Bengals. The trade stuff is a little ridiculous right now. Ridiculous? I mean, he's a free agent after next year. You should probably get something for him. So that means they're going to re-sign him.
No, that means let me do it. My job. Stop doing my job for me. I know I have a plan, but when you guys put these rumors out there, now you're undermining my authority. That's all this is. But I do have one more, David. If
Sure,
you
go
could,
ahead.
Please. It's for this lovely tan gentleman that sits
please.
across from me.
Oh, thank you.
In
What's
talking
up?
with someone this morning and hearing something, Mike, is it smart for your Giants to franchise Daniel Jones and sign Saquon?
No.
Because the Saquon hit will not cost you as much as it would be to lock up Daniel Jones for many, many years.
No, the problem is when you franchise someone, that's all full freight, guaranteed this year.
Right.
When you sign him long term, you can actually bump out, only pay the bonus, and save that $30 million. No, the best thing for any team to do is to never use the franchise tag, ever.
Right, but you sign him, you franchise. What's the quarterback going rate? Was it
32.8.
Okay, so 32.8, you guarantee him.
Right.
You sign Saquon for, let's just say, a 3-year deal.
David?
No, hold on, Mike. Will you just please listen? Because those two want to play with each other.
Then you know what? Why don't they sign real deals? How about Danny gets his head from the clouds? We do a nice 3-year deal for $100 million. We don't have a lot of it guaranteed in year one.
But do you really want him for 3 years?
I'll take it.
Really?
Yeah, and Saquon,
See,
you
I
can have him.
Okay, see, I thought,
We
you know
don't
what? It was more of a
Pay
risk.
running backs.
I
One
thought
more
it-
time for those in the back.
We don't pay running backs.
You drafted him.
No. Beelzebub drafted him. Satan, a.k.a. Dave Gettleman. I did not. One more time.
I would do what you said, Rico. I would go ahead and sign Saquon, and then I would franchise.
Okay,
tag
because here's the thing.
And you can
David,
go to the
David,
pearly gates of hell. Okay?
Why would you? No. And
I'm
I know
listening.
this isn't New York Radio. This isn't FAN. But signing Daniel Jones and letting Saquon go,
Yes.
it seems like a recipe for disaster.
No, it's not, because you have your quarterback who Dayball clearly helped. Then what we're going to do, we're going to go draft a dirt cheap running back, get our own Pacheco, our own McKinnon, our own Elijah Mitchell, and take all the money you saved by getting your quarterback signed versus franchising him.
Bring
and
Kenny Galladay back.
And that
We're done.
is in football
We are done.
today.
We're done.